So this is the Euro Yen analysis for Tuesday, 28th of November. Now, before we start the analysis, let's have a look at the risk disclaimer. Now, with the old risk disclaimer out of the way, we can begin our analysis. So, what we've seen here is a similar story to what happened with the XAU USD the other week. So we've had a strong move, especially most of the move on Friday. Very strong move to the upside. We've come to this area here and around this 133 level, around 133, 133.20. We did have a bit of a stall in the market. Let's clean this chart up a bit. So we did stall in around 33, 33.20. We did pull back down to an area of 32.83 where we did have some support previously. We did oscillate a little bit there, but we have seen a sell-off, quite a bit of a sell-off. We didn't react to this 200 out of 400 period average, broke down below there, and currently we're below the 200 and 400 period average. We haven't quite got down to the next level in around the 32.02, but as we've seen a retest of the 400 and 200 period average. We do seem to be getting a rejection at the moment, so we do look poised to retest 32.02. If we don't hold 32.02, if we don't see some buy side momentum possibly taking us to retest the 200 period average and the 400 period average before a possible move up to 32.83 before a move up to 33. And beyond 33.45 being the far end of the range, we could potentially see prices break down from 32.02 and head towards the bottom end of this range in around 31.70. Now, we're in a bit of a trading range. We have been for quite a little while now on the Euro Yen. The trading range is pretty much in around this 134 and lower end of the range being around this 131.70. I'll show you it on the daily time frame, but the lower end of the range being at 131.70, so we could potentially see a breakdown towards that 131.70, below which we're looking for, and where we stalled previously when we did break out before we had a reversal back into the range. So we're looking for price coming all the way down to that 131.20 before we could potentially see a bid, catch a bit of a bid in the market overall. And we do seem to have some sell side momentum come in, so we are looking for areas where we could potentially see some support before we see some potential buy side momentum come into the market. And we do look poised for 32.02, possibly 31.70, after which we're going to 31.20. All areas where we might catch a bit of a bid. And to the upside, we do expect 33.45 to be the far end of the range. To the downside, however, we are pretty close to 31.70, so 31.20 might be the far end of the range to the downside. Possibly, if we do break down and there's a lot of momentum, the very, very far end of the range might be around at 30.60, which we might get to at some point later on this week. If we do break out with a lot of momentum from the lower end of this channel, this trading channel between the 31.70 and 34. So if we do have some strong momentum coming to the market, we possibly see 30.60 later on in the week. Now we're going to have a look at the daily time frame before we wrap up here on the Euro Yen. So if we head over to the daily time frame, and we'll get the scaling on here correct. There we are. So on this daily time frame, we can see here at the top of the range being around 134, bottom end of the range being around 131.70, and again, as you can see, prices are just moving between these 2 points. We've broken back into the range, but we have seen some sell side momentum. We do look poised for a retest of the lower end of the range. We'll see how we react there, whether we do have some buying come into the market to take us all the way back up to the upper end of the range around 134. And we haven't been up to 134 in a little while now, so it might be a case of we've got a high. Let's just see. So we've got a high there, potentially lower high. So we'll see where we get to on the next retracement. Where we do break above these previous swings in the market in around as 133, heading towards our 133.45 and potentially 134. If however we do pulse a lower high, then we potentially signal a breakout to the downside from this trading range of this 134, 131.70. So that should wrap up the Euro Yen analysis. Thanks for watching.